Good morning on this Friday. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and we're headed into a holiday weekend.
Oh, thank goodness for that. TGIF.
Extra TGIF, right? Yeah, a big weekend ahead. Of course, Labor Day is on Monday. I can't believe we're here. I don't know how we got here.
I swear, 4th of July was last week.
I know, right?
Last week.
I was going to say Memorial Day, even further back. It's amazing how fast the summer went, isn't it? Well, here we are, and you know, it's just like the deadline for summer. Here's another deadline. The deadline for restaurants to enter the 2012 New Mexico State Fair Centennial Green Chili Cheeseburger Challenge is 5 p.m. today. So you've got to get those entries in. The rules and entry form can be found online at exponm.com. Ooh, yum, that's making me hungry.
Oh, I know. 12 New Mexico restaurants will compete for the title during this year's state fair. The challenge is on Tuesday, September 18th. The winner will be included on the State Tourism Green Chili Cheeseburger Trail.
Don't you think we should have that challenge on our show?
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
You and I should be the judges.
Yes. You know what I'm judging at the state fair?
What?
I wish I were judging that.
What are you judging?
I'm judging the weird, I can't remember what it's called. It's like the weird food. You know, the donut burgers, the frog legs, the fried beer.
Are you serious?
You know, all that weird stuff we always talk about the state fair.
And you're trying it all?
They sent out a notice and they were like, okay, so pick one of your favorite reporters or least favorite reporters. I think I must be the least favorite person in the newsroom. I don't know, but somehow I got nominated for that one.
So people in the newsroom get to pick?
Well, I got picked.
Oh my God.
One of the managers picked me.
Well, you'll have to tell me what's good and what's bad.
It's not a compliment.
No, I think it is, because they probably figure, well, you can afford to eat because you look good and you're not going to look too big.
Fried beer?
No, but fried food.
I don't want to try that stuff. I'm scared.
Well, you know what? It's not just the deadline for a green chili challenge. It's a green chili cheeseburger challenge. It's also the last day to cast your votes for Albuquerque the Magazine's Best of the City Awards.
Yeah, there are more than 200 categories in the survey, and you can log on to abqthemag.com for a complete list of the categories and vote, so make sure you get out and vote for your favorites.
Yes.
Albuquerque.
Categories include meteorologist and TV personality. Hello. No, we would be honored. We really would. We'd be honored if you would choose us in those categories. And of course, we have so many people on our show every day, so it was really hard for me because I was going through the list thinking, oh, how do I pick? Because, you know, I feel an allegiance to so many people. Absolutely. You feel allegiance to people and you feel loyalty to them, just like we feel loyalty to our current Face of Fox. But the new Face of Fox search is winding down, and the top 20 have officially been selected.
More than 100 hopefuls submitted a video or showed up at the live auditions at Coronado Center.
Yes, and we will be revealing the last of the top 20 candidates during today's show, kind of like what we did yesterday, and then you can catch the reigning Face of Fox, Elias Gallegos, and myself. We did some interviews with the top 10 finalists on Monday that will be airing on our Labor Day special. We actually interviewed all 20 of them because we don't know who the top 10 is going to be yet. So we interviewed all 20, so on Monday it's like the big reveal for us to find out who the 10 will actually be. So I can't wait.
It is really exciting. I can't wait to see.
It'll be very exciting.
It's going to be a toughie, I think.
It is. Another tough thing is listening to some of the tough news that's happening in our country. Some positive stuff, but also some negative stuff, but the reality of life, right? So let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro, who has this morning's news headlines. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, too. And we start with, unfortunately, a very sad story. The 2-year-old boy involved in what Albuquerque police are calling a drunk driving crash from last weekend is now brain dead and will be taken off life support soon. Vicente Griego's father tells us doctors are keeping his son alive right now so they can donate his organs very soon. Vicente was in the backseat of his parents' car early Saturday morning when police say Mariano Salas was drunk and slammed into them on Coors near I-40. Salas was arrested but bonded out of jail this week, something that Vicente's family is not very happy about.
This is not right. Whoever let him go and whoever bonded him out, that's not right because he did something wrong. And he's underage. He shouldn't even be drinking.
The district attorney's office says Salazar's charges could be upgraded if the case goes before a grand jury and when it does, but for now, he is still out of jail on bond. Well, Vicente Griego's organs will go to 9 other children. His father says that should happen sometime very soon. In the meantime, a drunk driver who slammed into a car in Santa Fe and killed a 4-year-old girl earlier this year will not be going to jail. Instead, Deborah Aaron here will spend a year on unsupervised probation and have to take DWI classes. Aaron, who is a surgeon, admits she was drunk back in January when she got in the crash that killed Juliana Reyes Vasquez. Prosecutors say they couldn't prove the crash was Aaron's fault, so they offered her a plea deal. The little girl's family has now filed a civil suit against Ms. Aaron. Well, this morning, parents in Artesia are shocked after an 11-year-old boy is dropped off at school in handcuffs. Police say the boy's mother and grandmother called them when the boy refused to go to school recently. Then an officer found the boy hiding on a playground. Investigators say the officer restrained the boy, then put him in a police car. Then police say the mother told the officer, quote, be mean and yell at him to teach him a lesson and scare him, and then take him to Yeso Elementary School in handcuffs. But the people who saw this say it simply wasn't right.
It was way too far. I mean, we're supposed to be parents, good parents, encourage our kids, be there for them, not to, humiliate them in front of their peers.
The school district there is now doing its own investigation to find out what happened, and Artesia police would not talk about this, saying there is an internal affairs investigation going on. Well, some new black and whites are going to be hitting the highways here in New Mexico very soon. Soon, state police officers will be riding around in their new 2013 Ford Interceptors. Cars will replace the old Crown Victorias that they've had for the last 17 years. The twin turbocharged cars are safer, they get better gas mileage, and they go from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. Well, Mitt Romney is the official Republican nominee for president. Mr. Romney took center stage at the Republican National Convention in Tampa, Florida last night to accept his party's nomination. He talked about himself and his family. Then he went after President Obama.
The centerpiece of the president's entire re-election campaign is attacking success. Is it any wonder that someone who attacks success has led the worst economic recovery since the Great Depression? In America, we celebrate success. We don't apologize for success.
It is now back on the campaign trail for Mr. Romney. He's going to be in Florida this morning, and we just found out that later today he's going to go to Louisiana to visit all the people affected by Hurricane Isaac. At 8:07, that wraps it up for your morning headlines today. Remember, you get more news, weather, and traffic every morning on News 13. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Kristen and Nikki, now back to you.
Thanks, Matt. Have a safe weekend yourself. And, as you just heard in the news, little Vicente Griego's death is quite the tragedy. And as we head into Labor Day weekend, there will be a whole lot of drinking going on. But please, we urge you, don't get behind the wheel. It's not worth it. Call a friend, call a cab, call a designated drivers on demand. There are options. There are options.
Right. Vicente's father, Jonathan, works at Bob's Burgers in the North Valley, and the restaurant is raising money for the Griego family. Co-workers have been setting out collection jars to encourage customers to make donations. And so try to stop by and help this young family. I mean,
gosh, it's the least we could do, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Now on to better news. The Albuquerque Isotopes mascot, Orbit, will get his championship belt today. If you remember, Orbit won minor league baseball's Mascot Mania and is now the best mascot in the nation.
Right, and you can catch Orbit tonight at the game. During the first inning, he will take a lap around the field in his TLC truck and share his championship belt with the fans. And he'll also be strolling and strutting around the stadium to take pictures with the fans, who are invited to tweet their pictures to the Isotopes Twitter account. So get out there and take some photos.
He's so cute.
I love Orbit.
You love
he
Orbit.
Totally deserves to win.
He
to
is
be the champion.
Adorable.
Well-deserving champion.
Well-deserved champion. Now, it's the end of an era. I should start crying. I was going to do this to my hair just to do this story and just poof it up a little bit. I'll have no excuse now to stay up past 10 p.m. on Thursday nights. That's right. MTV has announced it is officially canceling. Get crazy.
No.
Get crazy. Jersey Shore, after the 6th season. I know a lot of people are cheering. I gotcha.
I'm cheering. I'm like,
October 6th is the beginning of the final season. Okay.
You're crying. Jersey Shore is MTV's highest rated series ever, but some of the members of the cast are moving on to bigger and better things. Snooki, now a mother, has a spinoff with Bestie JWoww, and Paula D has another show on the network too. So
yeah, Paulie's show is good. I watched JWoww and Snooki last night. That's why I'm tired today. I did watch the last night's episode at 11 p.m. I admit it, and it's a hot mess, a huge hot mess. But it is what it is. Now fans should mark their calendar. You know what? I am not the only fan out there. I know I'm not, because it's not the best rated show on MTV for no reason. MTV will actually air a look back with the cast on September 6th, and they're calling it like GTL, Jim Tan Look Back.
well, you know how there's that whole thing with people liking to watch train wrecks?
Of course.
That's exactly what that is.
Listen, if anything, it makes us all feel a little bit better about ourselves.
It does. I can see that.
And it does make a bad name for Jersey girls and Jersey people. But listen, there are those stereotypes.
I guess, right?
But there's stereotypes everywhere.
There are.
And they just are the epitome of that stereotype. And
That's
it
true.
is kind of funny. Okay, so from the little screen to the big screen.
Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has What's in Theaters.
Snap, 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 reach for the sky.
Sing and dance with the Oogie Loves in the Big Balloon Adventure, as the G-rated film offers an interactive experience, encouraging audiences of all ages to get out of their seats and join the fun. The story follows a group of friends who set out to make the best birthday party ever for their buddy. They get help along the way from stars like Toni Braxton, Cloris Leachman, Christopher Lloyd, and Chaz Palminteri.
I'll give you the house special.
The other new options this week are just for grown-ups. Shia LaBeouf leads the Western-style gangster flick Lawless, about a group of bootleggers fighting both the authorities and their trigger-happy enemies. For horror fans, The Possession brings a chilling tale of a family tortured by a supernatural force that lies within their daughter's antique box. Jessica Biel fights an unknown terror in The Tall Man, a limited-release film about a small town where the children are disappearing. For those seeking action-packed explosive thrills, The Expendables 2 continues to dominate the box office, heading into the Labor Day weekend.
His shoe is bigger than his car.
So see what the characters in your family are in the mood for, with plenty of options available at your local theater. In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Holy.
I want to see that. That looks cute.
That does look cute.
There's a lot of cute movies, and I think Avengers might actually be back in theaters for Labor Day as well. So you might want to get your last chance to see it on the big screen if you haven't.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm about to sneeze, so.
Oh no!
I'll
don't
try
sneeze!
not to.
Don't sneeze! Look at the light! Look at the light!
All right, let's talk about the weather now. All right, so out there right now, we're talking about the mainly clear skies. It feels really nice out. Oh my goodness, 67 degrees. Winds are out the north at 8 miles an hour. You know, it's allergy season. The ragweed's out, and the juniper is about to put.
I sneezed right before we went on air.
Yeah, so just so you know. Beautiful sunrise earlier this morning, and of course it was really cool too. We had a blue moon. It's set this morning. It's not out right now. The second full moon in August, that makes it the blue moon. And clear skies, so you can see it. You'll see a lot of sunshine too. Highs in the low 90s today.